We built 20 Talk with a big dream, and that was to be the most relatable mental health charity of the 21st century. Looking back through 2025, I think we've done a pretty good job at that. Join us over the next few minutes as we like to explore the impact we've made over the last year.
But to see why it matters so much, we need to look back to figure out why we're here. Back in 2017, Leighton and myself lost two of our best mates to suicide. As we looked around, we realised that the services and platforms that were available to us, they weren't engageable and they weren't relatable. So we set about ourselves trying to fix that problem. We decided to create a mental health charity where young people could access relatable and honest education around their well-being. Since then, we've been committed to one thing: how do we help the lives of as many young people in Australia as we can?
Over the past year, we've added 15,000 people to our social media audience. We've also interviewed 87 people with their raw, unfiltered stories. You know, some of these stories are pretty full on, where people are going into what's been happening for them. We've covered everything from construction series, attachment styles, we've been to Kalgoorlie, we've been to Esperance. We even looked at body dysmorphia and the effect of eating disorders on our modern day young people. We've done a whole bunch of different mental health categories that we believe the young people asked us to do. You know, all of these things share a similar vein, and that's that young people are not talking about these topics, and we are beginning to shine a light so young people can feel educated and can learn and even feel hope that they're not alone in this journey. And people are listening because we're doing things differently, because we're raw and unfiltered. We're getting hundreds of thousands of views each month with 6.5 million impressions over the last year alone. When you show up raw, when you show up vulnerable, and you actually, provide stuff that's real, people will show up and they will watch. But we're not all just online. We do like to go into the physical as well. We printed about 180,000 stickers. There'll be stickers popping up right now. You'll see them on cars, buses, post signs. We had about 180,000 of those all around WA, with another 120 physical banners. Each of these banners shares a little bit of a message that helps people self-reflect when they're going down south or driving around Australia. In addition to our physical media, we've actually started to go into the school space. Last year, we heard that anxiety had risen in young people from about 14% to about 48%, and we wanted to investigate that. So we created a 30-minute documentary called Chasing Calm, which investigates this story. We've now had this screen in over, I think about 22 schools in the last 6 months, with another 20 schools booked. That's about 1,750 young people that have seen it just through the start of this year, with about another 2,000 booked in for the rest of this year. This documentary helps young people understand the basics of what anxiety is, what are the common symptoms, what are the common pathways for help, and how can they navigate their journey with anxiety.
The mental health maintenance training program that we developed in 2023 with the help of 12 clinical specialists started being rolled out firstly at Notre Dame University, and over the last 12 months we've managed to be embedded into all major WA universities. This also includes the two major TAFEs in WA, both North Metro and South Metro TAFE. Over the past 12 months, we've delivered over 47 courses in WA. This means over 600 people trained in mental health maintenance. Because of all of these sessions, we've had to expand our mental health maintenance training facilitator team, and we've now got 8 trainers who help us deliver all of these courses. This new team will be essential as we plan to expand nationally over the next 12 months. In addition to this, we've also developed an online course so that any young person across Australia can access our course. A lot of the feedback that we're getting from participants is just about how easy it is to engage with the material and how easy it is to integrate these techniques into their lives.
Over the last 12 months, we're proud to announce another exciting initiative which has blown up 20 Talk seriously. We have this challenge called the 20 Hours of 20 Talk Challenge. It's pretty simple, really. We tape out a 2 by 2 meter square. People sit in the square for 20 hours with no talking and no technology whatsoever. It's designed to help people to self-reflect, to get away from technology, and to raise vital funds for 20 Talk. With only 2% of government funding going into prevention, it's been a pretty cool way for us to actually scale the business. Now, this challenge has gone pretty viral, let's just say that. We've done 8 events over the last year. We've raised about $500,000 with this particular event and put over 380 people through this actual challenge. So we've done it in Sydney, we've done it in Melbourne, we've done it at Claremont Showgrounds, and now we're planning to scale it even bigger. Brisbane next year, even Adelaide as well. So the future looks bright for 20 Talk, especially with this 20 hours challenge. We've been picked up by 9 News 2 times. We've done a live screening, which was pretty fun.
What we're finding is that, yes, this is an amazing fundraising event, but it's also by far the most impactful event we've ever done here at 20 Talk. It was like therapy for me. We also built a really safe and amazing community, and it's been fun catching up with the people from the event. The sense of community, camaraderie, safety, and warmth that all the participants came to feel between each other was incredible. It was a very special place to be in with a lot of incredible energy. Thank you from the bottom of my heart for transforming what you have been through and creating something as healing, powerful, and as moving as this, a pivotal life experience. For me, this was a challenge to relinquish control of my mind and sit eye to eye with the thoughts and memories that scare, sadden, and anger me. To do this while doing some good for others seemed like an opportunity too serendipitous to refuse.
And from all of our campaigns and events over the last year, we've raised over $900,000. And we want to say thank you so much. In particular, our major sponsors, Pipeline Technics and Galvin's Plumbing, but in addition, our grants and philanthropists who have helped along the way.
Notably, we'd like to thank the Toy Box Foundation, the Black Dog Ride, Lewin Foundation, the Fremantle Foundation, the Stevens Family, and WA Charity Direct. We'd like to give an extra special thank you to the Stan Parent Foundation, who have funded the mental health maintenance rollout in all WA universities for the next 3 years. This means that such a huge amount of young people are going to be able to access our training, and we can't thank them enough.
But that's not all we want to thank. We want to thank the countless volunteers, nearly 100 people over the last year who have helped with us. People at the events, our staff, our growing team. We now have 6 staff in-house at 20 Talk. It's come a long way. We want to thank everyone that's been involved with us and who is taking us to the next step.
Finally, we're excited for the next 12 months. We're excited to keep evolving, keep reaching higher, keep making more impact. And we're so excited to have you on board for that journey with us. So stay tuned. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again next year.